Good afternoon, everyone. Sharice Jervis Hill here from Events to Remember. I am so excited to introduce my bud over there, Kecia Palmer-Cousins. Kecia is the owner, CEO, and owner of Aero-Ba-Soul. And I cannot wait for her to tell us all about this venture. But I just want to kind of preface that it is February, it's Black History Month, and I cannot think of another sister girl that I would like to showcase with all of our Coffee with Cher followers now that we have our official podcast. So I'm so happy to showcase Kecia because Kecia is just an all-around great person. I mean, a great business owner, but just an all-around great person, always looking for ways to connect and help business owners and help her fellow sister girls. So I just, so look at the Black girls rock in her background. I mean, that is Kecia. So Kecia, welcome to Coffee with Cher.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Sharice. So
Cheers. Let's
cheers.
do our cheers. Yes, for sure.
Right.
Cheers. I love your mug. So cute.
Thank you. I'm a Go On Girl. It's my book club. Go On Girl Book Club Incorporated.
I love it. I love seeing everybody's mugs when they come on, for the people that are listening on the podcast and you can't see the mug, I'm sorry. It's really cute. But if you go to our social media pages, Instagram, Event Planner, and why, you can definitely see Kecia's cute little coffee mug. All right. So Kecia, let's get down to it.
Yes.
So tell me about your firm. Tell me how you got started. We really try to make this podcast about the entrepreneurial journey and hope that other entrepreneurs can take something away. So tell me how you got started.
Okay, so how I got started was back in around 1999. I had a good friend named Shelly Anderson Tazzy, and she was a aerobics instructor, actually. And so my husband and myself used to take her aerobics classes. We were dating at the time, and I wanted to just stay in fit and in shape. And I noticed that sometimes she'll be late for class. So make a long story short, she was a breast cancer survivor. And so a lot of times, on days she would have her chemo. She also worked her 9-to-5 job. Whenever she was late, I would just get up and take over the class. And so
I can see you doing that, Kecia.
Shelly's not here. So guess what? She would want us to still carry on. So make a long story short, I became a certified aerobics instructor, group fitness instructor. And then I started doing my own classes at my church, Unity Baptist Tabernacle, because we took Shelly's classes at the Yonkers Y, where now, where Mayor Sean Patterson from Mount Vernon was the director over there. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So me and Sean go way back from Mount Vernon high school days. So, so I enjoyed doing my aerobic classes with the ladies, but then I noticed that a lot of the women coming to the class were business owners. And so I have a MBA in marketing. I have a bachelor's in manufacturing engineering. I worked at Verizon at the time as an IT project manager. So I loved business. So I would end up talking business to the ladies while I was teaching them exercising and mental fitness, right? Because the motto for Aero-Ba-Soul was fitness for your mind, your body, and your soul. And then we added business. So
Smart.
we end up becoming like a wellness business for individuals and morphed it into a wellness business for businesses, because I would always be talking business with the ladies, trying to help them improve their business, grow their business, learn how to hire and fire quickly, how to get certified as a minority women-owned business. So now it has morphed, over 20 something years later, into a wellness business for minority and women-owned businesses, where we help them to get certified so they can connect to government and corporate procurement opportunities. And also just making sure that business owners do a lot of self-care, right? Which is so important these days.
Yes, I just can't even believe the transition from the way you started with exercise to what you're doing today. And you're still kind of helping shape the individual, but in a different way. So that is really something. And Kecia is so good at what she does. She helped me get certified, New York City MWBE. Thank you, Kecia.
Yep, and she's gonna get New York State MWBE.
I know she's on me. I got to get I got to get it together because she's going to stay on me. She's going to keep me honest.
Yes,
Okay. So
accountable.
Kecia, how do you set yourself apart from your competition?
Well, how I set myself apart is I tell people when you work with me as your business coach, as your wellness entrepreneur, what you're going to get is you're going to get patience and you're going to get my knowledge. As we talk to any of my clients, they will always use those words. Kecia is patient with you. She is knowledgeable. She is kind. She is energetic, right? She is compassionate. She is intuitive. And she has a great academic background. I tried to spell my name Kecia with those adjectives, but you're going to get all of that when you get me. When you get me, you're going to get like a Yana Van Zant and an Olivia Pope all in one.
I
right?
love it.
That summarizes it up, right?
Yes, I love it, Kecia. That is awesome. Okay, so what's new for you? We are still at the top of the new year. We're in February. What is new for you this year? Anything happening different? Anything in your business, your personal life? What's happening? What's new? Or what's coming?
What's new? Okay, so what's new is like I said, besides being an entrepreneur, I'm a family person. I absolutely love my family. I have dozens of cousins, as I always tell folks, happily married to my best friend and my business partner, Kevin Cousins. And I have two handsome, amazing sons, Kendall Cousins, who's a freshman at Howard University, studying mechanical engineering, following in his mother's and father's footsteps, because my husband's a civil engineer. I'm a manufacturing engineer. And then my son, Kyle Cousins, will be a proud graduate of Peekskill High School this year, trying to decide where he wants to go out of all the 7 schools he got accepted to. He'll probably major in exercise science. So yeah.
So I like where this is going.
Yeah, so
I like where this is going. That business is going to be transferred down. I like it.
So the key is, what's new is that we will be hiring probably a new executive assistant to help keep me organized as we take on more prime contracts, because we have been like a subcontractor extraordinaire to so many community partners and so many primes, and we've helped them build their business. So now it's time for me to help build my own business up and give more independent consultants opportunities to work under my guidance. All right. But I will still keep those other partnerships alive and well. But the whole point is, there's so many people that I see that have been downsized from corporate America, that due to the COVID pandemic, they want to make a difference in their community. Because I am like a social entrepreneur, as you know, very much involved in the community. I serve on a lot of boards. So what I see new is just bringing more of that social consciousness to what I do as a business owner and sharing that with others. So I want to hire more people. I want to go after more prime contracts. I want to explore and do different things. This is my first podcast, Cherise. Very first podcast.
Hey. Getting coffee with Cher. We got Kecia on her first podcast for February Black History Month.
That's right. So I am like you, stepping out of my comfort zone and doing things that are maybe, not natural for me. Because, I like to write. I like to read. I do my weekly newsletter, my MWBE Monday and Philanthropy Thursdays. But doing a podcast, this is the first that I've ever participated in one. And I can't wait to listen to you. You also be the first one I listen to too. Okay.
Awesome.
So yes, yay. So so just getting outside the box and just not being afraid to just try new things, to try new collaborations with others, and just keep being my authentic self. And one thing I really hate to do is the financial piece of my business, like the bookkeeping and the QuickBooks. So I'm going to be outsourcing all of that in the new year. So I'm just very grateful that I have business, because some small businesses did not survive during the pandemic. So the fact that I'm growing and want to hire, that's a good thing.
That's right. Thank God you're growing, you're thriving. I'm so happy for you. That's all good stuff. That is all great stuff.
Thank you.
So as we're wrapping up, I like to leave with a tidbit of information. If there is someone who is thinking about starting a business, or a brand new business owner, or someone who might have had a business for a really long time and kind of going through a rough patch, like what kind of recommendations or tidbit of information, or something that a tip that really has served you well in your business that you would like to share with others? That's how I like to kind of end our call, because I want to make this definitely a giving podcast.
Okay, so two things I would just like to end with is, do not be afraid to ask for help. When you ask for help, that's a sign of strength. That means that you are willing to embrace, all your blessings that will be coming your way, and to accept the challenges that will come your way, and to accept the failures and accept the triumphs, because you're going to have the good with the bad. So don't be afraid to ask for help, for it helps you to bounce back from any mistakes that you will make. And you will make many, but you will learn from your mistakes, and you will learn how to laugh at yourself as you make those mistakes, and just keep on going. Because guess what? You will find out that others have made the same mistakes or more or worse.
Yeah.
And then you can breathe and then go on. Okay. So do not be afraid to ask for help, and just keep being your true, authentic self. And as all entrepreneurs know, you have to do self-care and make it a point to take at least one day out the week where you don't do work, right? And it's going to be hard to say no, but you need that one day of downtime to be with your family, to be with your friends. I like to read books. Like I mentioned, I'm in Go On Girl Book Club. I could just sit back for hours and read a book. I could sit in a restaurant for hours and just sit down and chill, right? So learn how to, wherever it is that relaxes you,
makes you happy.
Do that. And what makes you happy? Yes.
Yeah, no, that is so true. Like, I feel like I run all the time, which I do. I'm always zipping here, zipping there. And now it's not like getting in the car, going to a meeting, or going, now it's like back-to-back Zooms. But by the end of the week, I am like I feel kind of like just worn down, and for me to just have like a quiet, a Saturday afternoon, if we don't have events or a campaign or something, or a Sunday, and if I can just like have my cup of coffee, read my New York Times, just, watch like Lifetime or something, and just do nothing, that to me is just a recharge, or catch a movie with my husband, or do something with my girls. I think you just need that downtime for sure.
Yeah,
so that is great advice. So Kecia, where can everyone find you if they're looking to go down that MWBE certification, or any of the stuff that you mentioned? Where can people find you? Give us your contact info.
Okay, so you can contact me. You can go check out my website, which is www.aerobasoul.com, or you can call me on my office number, 914-737-7237, or my cell, 914-512-4373. And if all else fails, Google my name, Kecia Palmer-Cousins, and you will see all of the wonderful things that I do. Because I'm not just all about business. I work hard and I play hard, and I give back to my community, my family and friends each and every day, but Sunday is a day of rest. I go attend my church services, Unity Baptist Tabernacle on Facebook. Then I spend the rest of the day just doing whatever it is I want to do. Okay.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, Kecia, thank you for being here. I had a great time chatting with you. And I will see you soon.
Yes, that's right. And don't forget, folks, Coffee with Cher that's where it's at.
That's where it's at. Thanks, everybody.